Hey everyone, it's Theo from Spectrum Gardening. So about 10 days ago or so, plus or minus a little bit, I planted some carrots in the bed behind me. So I planted pelleted seeds, I planted seed tape, and I planted regular seeds. Like normal seeds, not pelleted or coated or anything like that. I planted all those because I wanted to kind of experiment to see what the germination rate was between the two of them and what the growth difference will be between all of them for the whole year. So for all the seeds I planted, I put a board on top of them. What I did is I planted the seeds, I covered them back up, I watered the soil really well, I put the board down and I watered it again. And I'll be honest, I kind of forgot about them. I think I watered them once. And then about 5 days after I planted them, I went back and I lifted up the board and I was astonished with how well not only they germinated, but how fast that they germinated. As I said in the previous video, I've never had luck with carrots before. Maybe it was in the spot that I was growing them, or maybe I just wasn't watering them enough, or maybe they're bad seeds, who knows. But I'm very happy with the results that I've had to date in this experiment. So if I'm going to be buying tape or pelleted seeds or normal seeds, I'll be honest, for the handling aspect, I would probably go for the pelleted seeds so far. We still have to wait to see for the rest of the experiment of what the actual harvest difference is and the germination rate is. But for the handling difference, I would choose the pelleted seeds. They were just so easy to plant versus the normal seeds. The seed tape, it was almost too easy. It kind of took the fun out of planting things for me. And also the price point for the seed tape was probably about 3 or 4 times the cost as normal seeds, and probably about 2 or 3 times the cost as pelleted seeds. So let's go take a look at the different varieties that I planted, and I'll give you a little bit more information of which ones are doing better and which ones are not doing so well. We'll start with this variety over here. It's Atomic Red. These seeds were pelleted and they came originally from Mackenzie Seeds. So you can see that there's some germinating right there, there, and there. And I have to say, for handling, this is by far my favorite type of seed to handle, the pelleted variety. And if we move over here, sorry, I'm not going to try and pronounce this one. These were originally from Mackenzie Seeds, and these were not pelleted or in seed tape. They were just like normal seeds. And I'll be honest, out of all of them, when I lifted up the boards about 5 days after I planted them, this variety here germinated the most amount of seeds in the least amount of time. It was by far the fastest germination rate I've seen out of all the varieties. So you can see some there. And if we go down the line, you can see quite a bit. My line might not be perfectly straight, but I've got a lot of seeds, a lot of this variety growing here. Now if we go over here to Purple Haze, this one's originally from West Coast as well. Mind you, the ones I'm having from West Coast Seeds, they were meant to be planted in 2019. So the germination rate of these ones is not to be taken at face value what you're seeing here. It can be much better. I just had these old seeds, so I figured why not to use them up. So the Purple Haze, I've actually noticed that I'm getting the least amount of germination rate out of them. There's some there, there's some there, and there's some more down there. I've noticed this is the variety that's producing the least so far. And then if we move over here to this variety, this one's also from West Coast Seeds, and it's also not pelleted or in seed tape or anything like that, but it's also from 2019 as well. So this one here, when I uncovered it, I actually didn't initially see, I only saw a couple sticking up. So let's take a look. There's some growing there, 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 and down there. My line is not exactly straight like last time, but you can see them. So even though it's still in the early stages of all these varieties, it was very interesting to see the different germination rates so far. And now we'll have a quick look at the seed tape. I'm not going to try to pronounce this variety either, but this is from Mackenzie Seeds, and it's the seed tape. So the idea behind the seed tape is to save people's time from thinning them. They're supposed to be pre-spaced, so it minimizes thinning. All you do is trench the tape, you water it first, and then you cover it back up with soil, and you water it again. Kind of thinking that I will need to thin the seeds from this tape eventually, because they seem rather close to me. Because if you check it out, they have a seed there, a seed there, seed there, another seed there, and more there. Now that's good spacing between here and there, but if we check out what's growing right next to it, we have some seeds growing there and there. So the germination rate on this is great so far, but the spacing is kind of what I'm going to be concerned about, is if I'm going to need to end up thinning them after all. Thanks for watching. If you did enjoy this video, give us a thumbs up. And if you have any questions or comments about the carrot experiment so far, throw them in the section down below, and of course I will answer them. And if you want to know which varieties will produce the best, and if I will have to end up thinning the seed tape and the actual end result of this kind of carrot experiment, make sure to hit the subscribe button, because I will be posting updates of how the carrots are going to be doing in their final production all throughout the season.